do some more interpretations here. So even with this eye, the top right eye, look at that. That has an iris. It has whites of the eyes, and it has a colored iris, and it has a pupil, and it even has a reflective sheen to it. So they like to play with things like that. And I don't know how specifically intentional it is, on a specific object, or if it's just, since it overlaps and it's faces on top of faces and faces beside faces overlapping, it could just be the nature of, like, whenever it intersects with an object, in your eye, in your point of view, it just still happens to be like you're going to see a face regardless. You're going to see multiple faces. Here I'm going to draw a few more interpretations. So you can make out an iris in these eyes, and a glimmer in both of them, especially the top left one. But in all of them, you can make out an iris in them. Camera noise doesn't look like this. And look at that. Like, that is very clearly, easily interpreted as an eye. And as I say that, they're playing a video that they've done over and over and over again of Babylon 5, which they have snippets from, and they do a lot of audio clips and video clips from. But they're showcasing me. Here's another one. You can make out the irises and the eyes in this. Where Londo, or like in the future, has one of like those like slave collar things. It's like an organic bean that's like on his neck, wrapped around his neck, and has an eye on it, and it opens up. Right. I think that's right before he and Jakar finish each other or kill each other. Sorry, spoiler alert. And I think that was the icon on the Lurker's Guide for that video, for that TV episode. So they've read through the Lurker's Guide, and they've actually quoted me things from it. They're obsessed with me, and with all the other people that they follow around and fuck with. They've been mentioning Ben Swafford like a motherfucker lately, and Brian Duchamp, and other people that I used to work with at Capital Credit Union, and they use my dad's voice all the time, and George LaGoria's voice, and Tom Denton's voice, Rudy's voice, Jennifer Moore's voice, or a somewhat close approximation. I guess it sounds more like her than me.